This is a redirect video for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, episode 38 and 39. Two episode reaction, sadly only two, but in a small way, two episodes. It's very badass episodes. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, click in the description below to go watch my reaction to those episodes, and then come back here to see my full review, my full theories, ideas, that kind of thing of these two episodes. And I will see you guys back here once you see the reaction. So yeah, click away now. It will be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay. So these episodes were really awesome. I loved them a lot. The ultimate thing that I love about these episodes were we actually got to hear the thoughts of Iggy, and like it just badass all around. I'd love for everybody else in the group to hear her or whatever like that. She got to talk to the group, but she's a dog, so she's not going to be able to talk fully to them, whatever. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what happens next. There's a lot of like lead up and hype and everything for next week's episodes, which will be 5 episodes, like I said in my reaction. So I am expecting a ton of really great things coming from next group episodes. Yeah, I'm pumped. So yeah, the whole Iggy thing was awesome. And Horus, the Falcon Egyptian god, one of my favorites. The Eye of Horus was like, one of the things I actually wanted, or not the Eye of Horus, but Horus was one of the gods I really wanted to pop up in the show, and luckily he did. Ice though is kind of like, I'm still iffy on the ice thing. I'm not sure what the ice is supposed to mean. Let me pull up that one thing again about the Egyptians. I wanted to see what it said about Horus, what this listed him as. So he is the god of war and sky and falcons. Okay, so I guess ice sort of falls under the war sky thing, kind of. Ice, it's really cold up top, cold in the sky kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, so it's all kind of like ice powers basically, and Iggy had to fight him. A one-on-one with Iggy, and we had like a full fight. We saw everything. The Falcon versus the dog basically. Horus versus Iggy. Yeah, Iggy. Oh my gosh! So we started off the episode with Iggy kind of just coming across the mansion, and Horus coming in to defend the territory, basically killing the one beggar that they had there, which the whole beggar thing was really funny, but sadly he's dead now, basically. But yeah, it was really funny to see him be a beggar and everything, and then rip off his tunic or whatever it was, and then all of a sudden he's like a businessman, takes his glasses on, puts it on, goes into his car and drives away. It's really funny. But yeah, so the two dogs that Iggy met up with, I think they were bulldogs, something like that. They're kind of big, beefy big dogs. They came up, started basically starting something with Iggy, and then Iggy just like shoots him a glare, and this is like this whole like aura around Iggy, just like menacing kind of thing, like don't mess with Iggy kind of stuff. And then dogs were like, okay, and then just kind of walked past, and decided to stick their head underneath a gate, thinking they can get underneath it to go attack a bird of some kind. Well, only saw a shadow, I guess. Then, as many do in this show, the dog died, which I think is just unnecessary. I mean, I know that people say it's the writer who says that, the author or whatever, saying that like killing the dogs means like the enemies see more bad guy kind of thing, whatever. I just think in some kind of twisted way, it's the author's way of it's happened so often. Like happened once, I can understand that, but happening Oh gosh, how many times? It was like the first one was in the first season of the show when Dio kicked the dog and killed him, and then uh, there's another dog that died. Can't remember when that was. I think that was with one of the vampire dudes potentially. That I'm kind of iffy on that one. I mean, I don't remember that one totally, 100%. I feel like one died kind of near that time frame. Um, the carnival dog. These two dogs. I mean, just like tons of dogs. I don't know. I think it's unnecessary. Like showing it once, fine, but like 6, 7 times kind of thing is kind of ridiculous. Anyways, but yes, Iggy versus Horus was an awesome fight. Um, Horus basically having the upper hand, basically. Um, I do feel like Horus had the upper hand the entire fight. Iggy did do some tricks and everything to um, hurt Horus, like with the slash and the final kind of beak bite thing. Um, like with the slash, it was more so the ice being projected at Iggy, and then Iggy being able to basically sand clone like where it was, and then the bullets hit the sand clone, turn off the head. It will look like the head, and then going into the water, turned it into sand basically. And then Iggy was up top, kind of hiding, and then went down, slash, got one slash in, and then later on, after Iggy basically lost her foot, which that was brutal. So it seems like, or it looked like, I guess I should say, it looked like her entire leg came off, but apparently it's everything at the paw and then the skin, I would assume, something like that. Um, because her paw was stuck inside her claws and everything were stuck inside the ice. Um, and I guess she just kind of like maybe like it's like horrible to think about, but like ripped her like broke her wrist or like her her paw wrist whatever, and then just yanked as best as she could just to rip the skin off basically, which that sucks like hardcore. Um, but as she was saying basically, hopefully the Speedwagon Foundation can make her an arm or prosthetic or that kind of thing, which would be really cool to see Iggy with like a robot armed paw thing or whatever that can do some cool stuff. And most of just like Joseph's arm can basically like kind of like the whole swivel thing around or whatever. Anyways, yeah, it was a cool fight nonetheless. Iggy kind of using the underwater technique to hide from Horus, but then Horus finding her. Um, and then crushing her base, and then she digging down to a tunnel where Horus was, and then using the tunnels or her base crushing thing to crush all the way, making a lot of air pressure come through the tunnel, pushing her down faster and faster and faster towards Horus, where she basically bit his beak off and killing her. Uh, yeah, I love how it said, oh gosh, the when it had like the little kind of time card saying the the death of Horus, something like that. Usually it says retired or like they're not in the running anymore kind of thing. But this time it was like obliterated or it was like I can't remember the words exactly, but it was something like that, right? It was like so like just decimated, like just everything's gone basically of Horus. Um, so that's pretty hardcore. But yeah, so we got a small hint of the next episode. The butler of the manor, or the mansion. Um, he might be the last stand user in the way of between Dio and them. So I would assume the next 5 episodes are probably going to be potentially. I would assume 2 episodes will be dedicated to the last stand user, whoever that might be. I'm still hoping for either Apophis, Osiris, or Isis, but we'll see next week what stand he is, basically. So those are the three I'm hoping for: Apophis, Osiris, and Isis. But the butler is a guy, so I'm not sure if it's going to be Isis or not. Also, I have to clarify, not the not the terrorist organization in our world. It's ISIS, the god, or the goddess Isis. Just want to clarify that. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I'm hoping he's one of the three that I chose because those are the ones that I kind of know more about more than anything. Oh, actually, wait, wasn't last week's wasn't he Osiris? Was he Osiris? I can't remember now. Let me. I have him on my list of things, so I think he is. Because never mind. We already saw. We already saw Horus or Osiris. Um, I'm like trying to remember hardcore about like what happened. I mean, it's been a week, but geez, I usually remember this kind of stuff. Why am I spacing on him so hardcore? God, what is? Because like we didn't fight him last week. It was 2 weeks ago we fought him. Because last week was all about the Thoth guy or the Thoth kid with the comic book and the shooter guy. So that was last week, right? Oh, but we did do 4 episodes last week, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So 2 of them were for the Thoth kid. Oh my god, why can't I remember the Osiris thing? Oh Jesus, I'll look it up after this. Don't worry, I'll remind myself later on. But yeah. So I'm hoping for Apophis basically, or Isis, one of those. But yeah, I'm really spacing on hardcore and what Osiris was. Um, God, I don't remember. Why do I not remember? That bugged me so much. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully next week we'll find maybe 2 episodes dedicated to the final stand user, and then maybe 3 with the kind of whole Dio situation. But there's still so many episodes left. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes left. And if 2 were dedicated to the last stand user in the way, the Egyptian god stand, then that leaves, you know, 7 episodes, whatever, of Dio stuff. And potentially 1 at the very end for aftermath things. That's what I'm kind of guessing. But nevertheless, 6 to 7 episodes of Dio like encounters. So, which is a long time coming. I love this episode 39. The basically of them going to the church or the church. Why did I say church? The mansion. I loved how they did that kind of like the journey so far kind of thing. I think that's super freaking cool, and it hyped it up like immensely. Like it's been leading up to this. Like we are here, we made the journey. They hopefully make it in time to save Holly. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to for the final battle with Dio and everything. But we have to wait through the Butler first, and then we can fight Dio. Which, like I said, it's going to be 6 or 7 episodes. Which, if it's, I'm still guessing that it's going to take every single Jojo to take him down. Maybe one by one, single-handedly, like going one by one kind of thing. Like so, first, Jotaro goes up there, or whatever. Polnareff goes up there, fights Dio, loses, kind of thing, and then Abdul goes up there, loses, and then Kakaween's back. He's got his vision back again. So he goes in there. He loses whatever. Iggy goes in there. She loses, and then Joseph, and then the Jotaro's looking like probably the last one maybe, and then fights him off, and then wins kind of thing. So I'm thinking maybe that's gonna happen, or just an all-out brawl, all JoJo's versus Dio, basically. I don't know. We will see next week for sure. I cannot wait, and I hope it's next week we get to see and meet with Dio and everything, because that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and tune in next week, like I said, for 5 episodes, and all the epicness that they kind of hyped up in this episode, basically, 39, when that all happened. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for some more JoJo's bizarre adventure. Take care, everybody.